Just the nature in itself is very amazing, especially living here on the coast. In Helsinki you have, the sea, which is very beautiful at any time of the year. The real drive that brought me to Finland was the fact that Finland is a leader in, say, technology. One of the drivers as well, why to relocate from IBM in the US to Finland, because I wanted to be on the edge of all the technology development. You cannot compensate for the quality of life that you have in Finland. The social services, the public transportation services, never having to worry about where you're walking around on the streets, you always feel safe.
It's just an exciting business to be in, really, because it's such a win-win business. When Finnish-American partnerships are made and when Finnish-American business opportunities are created, everyone wins. They're getting workers that are healthy because they have access to a health system and they're universally covered. They have workers that can get to work easily and on time because these taxes are going to cover an extensive and functional transportation system. Also, employers here are drawing on a base of an incredibly educated population. Reputation is very important here, and word spreads very quickly. So if you come here and your product is great and your services are great and you build up a few very happy clients, everyone will know that very quickly. Do you know what the best compliment that you can give a business partner in Finland? I trust you.
Some are high and some are low. Not one of them is like another. Don't ask us why. Go ask your...
Dad.
No, your mother.
Mother.
I think it's been better here than it would have been in the States just because there are opportunities for me to take the kids out and meet other people and things like that.
So that's one of the things that we like about Finland is that everything is quite close, within walking distance usually of where you live, within the neighborhood. So we don't have to get in a car and drive, and we enjoy that.
The moment I arrived, I looked at the facades of the building, and I went out, I'm in Europe. I actually felt like I was, and the cobblestone streets, and in the way, Helsinki is just such a pretty downtown. Every time I turned around, I just felt like, yes, this is where, I've made it to Europe. You got to look at your buildings, and everywhere you look around, you have so much history. And, for people coming from North America, I just find it fascinating. I mean, there's castles here. I mean, everyone I meet speaks perfect English. You just have to get over your shyness of not speaking their language. I asked for my checking account, and they had no idea what I was talking about. And I'm saying, okay, well, how do I pay my bills? I usually write a check for those. Oh, no. And then they gave me my passwords and my codes, and they said, everything here is, over the internet. I had a cell phone. Well, I'd look at that thing and go, I don't know why, and I'd be carrying it around everywhere, and within the first 6 months, I became one of the major text messaging people of the world, and I think it's the greatest invention.
The technology community is very networked. It's very open to foreigners once they get here and make the investment to meet the right people and to ask the right questions. We have hundreds of software companies that are doing really unique things at the cutting edge of networking and network security, mobile security, and also in other technology areas, biotechnology, where we have a good competitive advantage. And, I'd say close to 100 companies that would be interesting as partners to international companies. As a foreign business, there's no real disadvantages on the corporate tax side. The corporate tax is lower than even in the U.S. is very business friendly to foreigners here, and it's improving every year. There's a big push to bring foreign companies here, and if you come here, you've got the immediate benefit of Europe, and you've got the long-term benefit of, you know, your hour plane flight from St. Petersburg. You're close to the other Nordic centers. Okay. Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Kids have, you know, cutting-edge science and math skills. Put it with the language, and you've got really the perfect place to have to grow a European kind of center for a business. Once you get here and invest the time and effort, it pays big dividends.
The environment in Finland is very conducive to staying fit and staying active during the 4 seasons. 3M has 7 major market segments. Important ones for us here in Finland are healthcare markets, occupational health and safety, traffic and graphics. You know, 3M was founded on innovation, and I think Finland has an awful lot of innovation. Finland's a fabulous gateway to the East, and just like Finland, 3M likes to respect the physical and social environment, so this is a good fit in terms of values. I think investors want to know that their money is going to be managed appropriately, and that there can be returns, and the ethics and business transparency of Finland are second to none in that regard.